Here I am in the tent. It's supposed to rain in the next hour, and it'll be raining pretty much all night until about 10 o'clock the next day. So we're gonna see how well this tent holds up. I hope it does well, but I'm not sure. I got me a nice fire going on, so I'm nice and toasty, but so far it looks pretty good. It's just this Magellan one-person tent. The seams at the bottom, they seem taped off. I mean, there's not another seam or anything until up here, but you know, I've got the rain guard on, but the rain guard only goes to about halfway, but it suspends out, so we'll see. And then we'll see if my feet, it's a pretty small tent, but see if my feet get wet, or how well the dew works. But I'm trying to show you as much as the tent as I can. Pretty nice little tent. I'm on one of these cheap. It was like $18. Basically, it's an air mattress. And then the pillow that I'm using, I got a pillowcase on it, but it's actually the what you use to blow up. So the pillowcase is its pump as well, if you've ever seen those type of pump systems. And so far it works pretty good. I'm a pretty big dude, and we'll see how long. I've had my kids sleep on it for the last 2 days, just so, you know, it kind of stretches out a little bit so it doesn't flatten on me first night. So we'll see. So I'm gonna sit here and let's see. It is, what time is it? It is 9:37. So we'll see how well this goes. Temperature's not supposed to get too cold. I think the lowest was around 50 degrees. It's roughly 65-ish right now. So we'll see what that rain does. The rain could dramatically drop it. I know the next night, which is Tennessee weather, Saturday night is supposed to get like really like below freezing, like mid-30s, if not close to like 29. So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling and we'll see how this goes throughout the night. If I sleep through it, then it worked. But yeah, so let's see how well this cheap tent goes. I think I got this tent for like, I don't even think it was $30. I think it was like right around the $30 range. So yeah, Magellan, what version is this? Outdoors Magellan. It's just a one person tent, but here we go. See you in the morning, or if I wake up in the night. All right, the rain's starting to trickle in, so got everything shut off. Wish me luck. Thought I'd give a little bit of an update. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning. As you can probably hear, it's raining pretty hard. I've been trying to find leaks in the tent, but for a cheap tent, I hope I didn't just jinx myself, but it is dry as a bone in here, so I'm liking this tent so far. Let me kind of show you what I see. So there's no, you can see like raindrops on the outside, but my hand is dry. Nothing dripping on the bottom anywhere. I've checked the zippers. Even the paracord on the zippers are dry. So yeah, I think I'm good. The one thing I was kind of nervous at was this part. So all up here. So this is just a tarp. That's just kind of like suspended maybe half a foot past this. You can see the shadow of it right there. I figured there'd be some, because as you can see, it's kind of blowing in. But no, this isn't wet. The netting's not wet. It's definitely not a. You might could do 3 seasons. It's probably a 2-season tent, because if the wind is blowing, the wind does blow quite a bit. But other than that, I mean, I've been enjoying it. Now that I know that I'm not going to get wet, I'm about to just crash, because I like the sound of the rain. So I'm going to say goodnight, and let's see if I'm dry in the morning. I know there's probably going to be a little bit of dew since there's a temperature change and the tent is kind of exposed to the outside, but we'll see. Well, I slept good. That's a good sign. I don't feel wet. It's 7:20, so I slept in for being in a tent, and super dry. There's no water leaking in anywhere. That's the door. So after starting to pack up a little bit, the tent and everything is dry. My air mattress completely dry. The only thing that got a little wet, just like right at my feet, my bag got a little dewy, but really just from like right here to right here, it's dry from all the way up. And that's, let me show you where that's at in the tent. The floor is dry. There's only like maybe one drop right there, maybe one more right there, but nothing seeped through. The net is completely dry. It's just like right here. It's just the dew, so that could just be the condensation that came off of my feet, since that was where it was probably the most warmth, and it's the smallest right here. But other than that, the tent dry, no wet hands. Dry over here. So I say that's pretty impressive for a tent that's this cheap. Didn't leak one bit. It rained from about 10 o'clock, like a consistent, like hard rain, from about 10 o'clock till about 6 o'clock. It was just like a non-stop rain. It never stopped. So I call this a success. I'm not afraid to now use this tent. Right now, I'm in my backyard. But no second guesses if I was to take this out like to a primitive campsite. It is a little bit on the heavier side. It's like a 4-pound tent, so you know, it's not a lightweight tent, but it's close. But yeah, I give this tent, I would give it a 10 out of 10, but since it's not like a lightweight tent, I'll give it a 10 out of 10 for like if you're by yourself and you're doing like car camping. But I'll give it about an 8 out of 10 if you want to do like backpacking, because the tent is still, for it being as small as it is, it's not as lightweight as it should be. But it's also a cheap tent too. Most lightweight tents are like $400. This thing's like $30. So you know, you're paying pretty much, this tent costs the taxes of a lightweight tent. So yeah, that's this tent. Let me pack up and we'll go back in. So there you have it. There's the tent that I was in. Just to show it was raining. All little chairs filled with water. It's wet on the outside, but was dry on the inside. That's your one-person Magellan tent. So here's the tent I was sleeping in last night. Kind of doing this video backwards, but it was the Arrowhead tent. Just looked at the prices. Yeah, it was $29.99, so basically $30. But yeah, pretty nice. 8 feet by 4 feet. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Also, the blue tarp that you saw, that's right there. It does roll up all the way to the front. You can kind of see those little tabs. So you can stargaze if you want to. But last night it was raining, so we got to see how well that did. It did actually pretty well.